Yambra. From one sad story to another one. And that is the Thomas Partey issue.
Very, very serious, pa.
And when did I see it? I think I first saw it with Matt Law.
Okay.
It came on my phone as notification. I was too quickly, and I'm compressed here. I'm saying I need to read this. Then a Bible thing said, "You see, Thomas Partey. Say dear, the Crown Prosecution Service, England, and some part of UK, independent body. Omuna issues criminal issues near there. Omuna mushishem. I'm at the go ahead to the Metropolitan Police for say, after you need prosecutors and any involved in the case, you know. Your investigation call you know. Your evidence are enough to prosecute Thomas Partey. So now you can officially charge Abrantieno. Now, Gabi, what is the issue? As we started in February 2022. But some trouble. Far away from the case. In July 2022, because July 2022 was the first time Thomas Partey was arrested on the matter. In the case, you know, Obiabe reported February 2022, and I'm saying so many investigation with that party. But in July 2022 was the first time police call Partey was a massa. Besinianko police station because Uncle Faba by your report say and air coso. Now from 2022 I be seeing ne. Afei ena yama ho kwan say yammo Partey kwadu of a new man for ababe catch police for. Now say utie the chief prosecutor. Andy Fefa or say a mama ko tre. And na omodo masama be da wo mu. Na omaya investigation between 2021 and 2022 because a man in say between 2021 and 2022 and ade omo kwadu omo de Thomas Partey no eto omo. Asem ni so ya. The first lady say ono nko a Thomas Partey atonomo na mienu. Second lady baya osio meme de watome muna imprensa. Then the last lady no say o meme de ne enya muna to ba wasese mu okwan bi so a many angel sexual assault. Now at this time when we are the about three persons I don't know who ni pa ba ko. Ye to muna first one. Then you go again ya sato muna view. And sebi unu nyansa
asa okra the agenda bi na ode na
anasa wu ni pe kuro yai wakọ obi nchen una wo sese ni pakọ no ato mu na ni wasa akọ no ato mu na ni wasa akọ no wasa ato mu na 3 times anasa mu na ato no esiye within the same time but in 3 different situations and oka those details yenyenyai
enyama out
now Gabi the sad and say Partey oko met police omoto mo safre no oko cheche na asemu ni amane be onu oko owa ni asato ne safre no ni amane be onu oko owa ni ato safre no ni amane be onu oko se who share the guidelines busa who say I didn't know somebody by in 2022 no the British media no entimiense su PR mo Partey din.
Yeah.
So yeah, those times story be about
Premier League player.
Fantastic. Player be o see account of Premier League nim.
About
player be o see account of Premier League nim.
2-3 weeks ago, Krempo, the same story by.
Yes.
I'm because a Premier League player.
They couldn't even say be a plan for about Arsenal and about Liverpool. All that they kept saying they say player o see account of Premier League nim. Now anyone I met here say almost say e wo mu krom horo. Emrama wo kwan. So officially you in charge obi for raper so obebo nipa coding and now within the identity ever to abontin.
Okay.
Simply because case a rape case, you know, a nimguasie case. And until say the Crown Prosecution Service for the say, oh, I feel ye, yenya dance dear beer. You bet me a so dear Bob, no, which day you can go ahead and say, oh, as soon as see, you're charging no, and no bet me aboni dino. And funny D because a bit me about so obey me about police station. Now, or say I are on now. Ubetieti na asem no ma hwe nhwemu no na oboa basa uma asem chofo pre omo ho akoto din wa abonti so yes obi di ababa wa bi di Ayala ko police station so akoto mu na by the time we realize imposo so crash ni mu no na ni di ase awie because rape die ye de to obi so ayenim guase dada
okay
enti they reserve any pakoni din for legal ni no ma bi until say officially ye betimi a charge na kabi simply because Sir Utie, the spokesperson, Emma Crown Prosecution Service for now, almost according to our guidelines, the reason why case was in 2022. We are now in July 2025. After no matimiama authority say, oh, now you can charge him. Didn't you after no matimiama say? Almost say, Gabi, almost show more my yenina no. I feel no more in so say. Say, a no echo trial, and I say echo jury anymore. Or more evidence are on bet media babon thing. I'm a Thomas step at Tempa say, a dear because so. Whether Sadia course no. The jury or the judge is not making us so everyone say, oh, Saudi already a constitute rape and panel. That one is not in their hands. But they have evidence. Every party agree say in fact, side actions were a cause. So the determination they've left it. Now, Mate party lawyer now and church muno or the abano. And I think so that is the way lawyer biabe kasa. Also, muda mona. Na asem no nukre bi enim na de obetimi aka ne say every time asem no call police station e to nsa frɛ the client no de omoni police for no cooperate kama bibia also mo di mo bi o maka kire omo anu yie bi also mo bi omo yi oma no na eye party de say finally yetimi charge no because onam komu no ebi nim say he is under investigation for rape and a room where that than it is so even in a professional relationship with clubs any client be at as a idea kwem komu ya na yen twe ho ana se case no finally kokota then they will have the opportunity to finally say some near the ato so enye no kre na wa paper ni din e dey afi ho. That is what the lawyer of Thomas Partey is saying. Kabi medima no see Partey case no. I guess wish ebe Benjamin Mendy DNB.
Uncle, Barcelona, more former player.
Daniel Alves. I guess wish a bear Mendy DNB. Musa Mendy the answer by say, Mendy people thought he was guilty. You know, he was not. Back and forth. But unim be a kume. Sir, who read the articles on this story? Sir, almost on 5th of August, Meboa.
Yeah.
And almost started the case. They will now present the case to a jury. Jury ni bet na case no so. Say if jury na ntimi anyo madwuma ya then e be proper trial. Kabi, almost case we are e betime twam 1 year na enwie.
Eno na ebema ni football career na ye bibi.
Na me problem no one. Say if this case e betime travel more than 1 year. Unye sure say clubs will want to say eba born any problem.
Yeah.
But would we want to take our brand near the Bukokuchi Obia or pending?
Yeah.
Try be say and you try rape.
Yeah.
And you know how no for the fact a ma issue and then cry issue no. Because even today, do you know say there are Arsenal supporters here? almost say Omu a friend Arsenal supporters against sexual violence.
I know me who baby they were
we did statement about Bontim Pose. Yenyi Ateta Modi.
Because
now they think that Omunim said Thomas Partey was under investigation for rape. No man, even to the extent that they were considering to extend the contract. And they are individual lawyers in here. Any woman rights activists are Omudu Omanu Tum so statement and confound Yabano. Omuno Yadina say Obi under investigation for not any crime except rape. Yes, so the customer and customer money boss say ne life yeah okay ni sanu man and Arsenal penny fire nyatum and yenyi biadi including Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
And me problem no. Ebi mu kwa suspect say it is one of those issues in here Arsenal are extending part.
Amuzo mu say afide ye be chini ntino ama ma sha da ye no contract ne basa ama when man sign.
Me am hihire ma branch no. And she ya na answer na case ni be kwari ye no. Na obia mpese ode ne ho be bata no. That is my biggest problem. Our house because Partey was not at least there were offers from Turkey, yes, any other clubs so no more any abanti and a discussion and some ya asemi ya by there. Nti yanka yenua no ho mpa.
Now crown he. Say you wake up here pese ekui. E may affect you.
Of course he's an integral part of it. Or integral part of your team no. Nti how psychologically and everything how a normal ABC aquamo. Now the next one. Nico William.
Ayala sana.
Oh, then FIFA Club World Cup just some 1 minute.
Okay.
But Nico William was saying we be winning them. And then let's run through it. A simple story. And Cheche Moon and Asen Kofo Yamana Ebi. But it's a simple story. And I think sir Mundo help us to tell the story straightforward.
Okay.
Bare 3 days ago, this was the front page of Mundo Deportivo.
Nico, the negotiator.
Nico.
Aye.
So Nico was to meet in the family and take a decision. So already all the Spanish Roman Church, that is what it means. So Nico was going to take a decision with the family and in the camp.
Okay.
Then the following day, which is they come with Nico has decided. So we decided say Obetina Bebao for 10 years akaho. Now all of a sudden, Barca plan A attending to Luis Diaz and their plan B attending to Rashford. So the question of people say between Nico a decision to make. Any Nico now have taken a decision to stay at Bilbao till 2035. And the subsequent the subsequent release of the unveiling and after the contract extension videos any ninya inaki mo say ya omo esre inaki coming to say Sequera, I mean he is staying any sad no ni now all release pictures of oni ninyano or Bilbao and the kind of achievement. What is that video here?
Where do you mean ya?
Oh no mu huru basa.
Me no kan come back can say ya so Niska.
No mu huru Barcelona. Now what has happened? In bed 1 minute, 2 minutes. Obi a otie power sports bia. Very very familiar with this story because ya can no kre wo mu bia step by step. Now doing the negotiations with Nico, personal agreement was sorted. Nico wanted to play for Barca. Now Obekaya, you were how near to say Athletic Bilbao for any La Liga for a meeting. Emma me be church mu say meeting no my no boni bi any ho because they also have to look at the interest of a player by knowing what Barcelona a situation it here because they will have to advise Omakra no whether Barca decision no be so kono e good for him or not. Enti when Athletic Bilbao is La Liga for Gabi, something was confirmed. Unimadekro. In 2022, Barca signed Jules Koundé no. He had shared a contract because Jules Koundé knew now you were issue with 1v1. and she okache and say na mo sign me mutima register me you see a bit more register no say okay mo find some contract mo say some sign me na mo intima register me I will leave the club for free ye di shemu ma no.
Okay.
In 2024 Barca sign Ike Gundogan. The same thing. He also said, "Oh, me visit me back. Move to me register me. Almost say, also okay. So, mama me assurance there. Mum first time contract as a clause say. So, me bana me to register me. I just pack my things and leave. Barca say okay. They did it for him. Last season, Barca yako signed Daniel Olmo. Olmo had the same suspicion. Say, club bring them my boy Aslama boy. I want to come back, but Obianim say you have a financial situation. Me ba mo betima register me ana. Obi say oh Danny you betima register don't worry. And I say okay. Say dem mo yema aju skunde. Mo yema Ike Gundogan no. Mo nya bi mame. Mo first be contract mo say mo betua 60 million but me ba no mo betima register me. I pack my things and leave. I say okay. Ono mo ri shame man. Now Gabi. This years ni nyina. Barcelona are still not 1v1 rule no omunye but edie no omaya omatimi dey register players no what Barcelona I say there's a loophole in the La Liga rules and one of the loopholes in and say you register players in area say obi pra our register list this one omatimi do obi on register no aba be say nipa kro anan and it's our kaya we did that for almost because of Christiansen
okay any testage am
yes. Christiansen prayer no and so Christiansen pra but no ya register no but no want me mbo until we want to replace Christiansen with Daniel Olmo then the entire assembly court in January na Christiansen what and he was training with Barcelona and there's a limit to say who you will be free injury list so and will be able to so and the limit was in January and Christiansen came back after have you tell us monsieur eni pakona musu apprenti mu yem for that almost no ne ho atoro aba enti afedi eyi na filet ne so Barcelona for say there be the assembly court because there's a loophole na sene nyankopon ye na ade Gabi January 8th our Saudi Arabia Barca the assembly court no then the team traveled to Saudi Arabia to play the Supercopa de España in the semi-finals our Saudi Arabia on the 8th so bekaya oh yes our story and so Barcelona echo Saudi Arabia amomu ko boss our game no but because our game no yeah the Spanish rules na ebo ninti no though Daniel Olmo any Paul Victor any team that you call no omu se dey nim whether they could play and so be good
yeah mekai
now Bilbao for the say in the presidential box omu ti ho and one Laporta heard the phone so and only confirmation from Nico from war space so court now ruling in favor of Barca say that Olmo registration no are valid till the end of the season. Then one Laporta was jubilating in the president box and that game was against Bilbao. I was okay. So you problem. Oh there some court. We need yesterday that Olmo because of bono because there's a loophole in our rules no. Who jubilating na obi a wo ya na woti Saudi who jubilate just a registration of a player Daniel Olmo say the following transfer window aba that's also better a player seriously we know how you are struggling to even play Daniel Olmo with the registration na yema wo mefa abenti efe Williams nko abra ye hu say o situation na wo mu na wo di jubilate of president box for no asesa anasa so when they met La Liga for the catch say even as seminary court no with Daniel Olmo no kwa and Barcelona situation and sign so they will have a problem so almost sign Abanti IFN Williams and Williams this is what we have found out for you
okay
and but make sure say your interest is served in the contract then Williams says okay no problem Barcelona say the Moyama Kunde Muyama Gundogan, Muyama Daniel Olmo no. Munye the same thing for me. Now, Gabi, unim say Daniel Olmo issue no. Almost got Deco sacked. Because Daniel Olmo wo akonya bia say after Christiansen buy na the registration ni kwa bibi no bet papa ken the box no call. Sanko koya and can one Laporta mu will blame that could say then I would to say you bet you 60 million for me and because of registration over my packing no man no. So they could decide say oh yes I mistaken be and Williams had the issue nearby and say oh I can give you my word say you be register and we've done that for other players Nico see there be where's there me the head o de o se o je tum say ade na wo ka no wo awesemu wo mu a fato krata so mame
ano so ayasem
wa fa o ma fa to so then the representative no left unim say Gabi say in La Liga say o person wo trigger obi release clause you give the finances to the player and I say the agent then no oko Madrid which is the La Liga headquarters and go and pay a player na koto no ho.
Okay.
That is the process. And what to say I got to go be release close to be a player na say oh me wa contract with we mo. Omo say me tia 50 million e be mama ko. Enti ma ba say me be to me ho na me ko. So time na Arsenal epe Partey. Arsenal have to give the money to Partey and his agents to go and pay. They don't even have to go and pay. Who now player na ko tia. Enti the year boss say in between the last meeting with Nico, and he said, "Omupe Nico to give us a baskotia." Na mundo phone will be a report. So Barcelona will sign Nico. She read July first or second. First or second, you know. Barcelona pay Nico. Any fellas enter. Amomu Sikano. And as a check and say, J Nakoto. Na febra na yenye o veli. Omu fra bantena on fa. Omu fra fellas enter on fa. Enti enu na ma enu echi o sadabe no mundo fo ba say they've heard Nico is meeting a family to decide omu share no look with your interest so omu say omu ntimi fan shade ani mu dia then we can also risk it enti ade edie mu a enkofo ye mu ye ba kromu ha as immigrant from Ghana oma GFL so look at the kind of love omu kire Enti se Barca for the young imagine say mama that's assurance say be register there. Look, baby ani fie extend your contract and let's move on. Atletico be for the say kimu say radio that say.
Now
look at what they've done. They are paying him 10 million a year. Which Barcelona in Chiasa.
Yeah, so now Barca so make 8. Omaya they pay 8 but they are no more pay 7.
Yes. Now they are paying him 10 million. And Adeba Kwana Tabana Rachel and I'm can say, look, and ya beba we ya say omulu Nico, but ya the kind of price they are losing Nico for. Because unim beba the song kept amawo. And I refi, yeah, no moto goalkeeper no come say. Goalkeeper no, omoto mama say. Omo no moto Eme Laporte, Emma City. Na ya ton goalkeeper ni defenders cry 70 million ni adia. Na ye beto ya kuko be dia was forward. Ama obi 58 to cancel beja to so ra sign release clause
90
you for 50% and count so now so who pay you first now go to 58 no say who almost close to 90 million between 85 to 90 million and that for them a fair price if you want about your friend in the country. That is the story. Any hunty and say Barca will have to tell to Luis Diaz and I said Marcus Rashford look Yemfa code to one time in the and I enjoy Chelsea.
Okay.
I think so. Enzo Maresca many time I made a better analysis and may about I think
every Monday
50 has done all that I wanted to say. The way or switching actually ho Emma Kukura ebe stay with the front trainer now o push malo gusto send obenya a lot of number 10s to occupy the opponent. Look, Enzo Maresca may not be there yet, but at least you could ultimately who the person all year.
Okay.
And that is very, very interesting from the coach. And I think the Club World Cup games, the UEFA Mbano a championship has started.
Okay.
And then soon a CAF the also started. So there's a game between Morocco and I think Zambia. Yes, Barbara Bandamo our match and that's the opening game for Emano Afcon or Africa. Then there are some 3 games be in the Swedish league and a whole code and a mede airman A2 pe.
Okay.
First one a 2-0 CEE 47F 20 CEE 47F. Then the second one no 20 CFE 693 20 CFE 693 20 CEE 47F. 2 betway course.
Okay.
And a Saturday games he send them about so no. Ubetimi afa na ode aye de we a betway course. Ubetimi try the screenshot to see alasa obeye in tentem na watch show agu baby. Anyhow be ubetimi afa bia no na ode a twa bet and Saturdays there also ekosi kafinti. Monfa code ni mi no na say yemfa enye de betimi e de aye.
Well, yanda Bismarck Owusu